The defending champions PSG walked into this contest missing Desire Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia. Yet they walked with a smash and grab 2-1 victory over Barcelona. This isn't just 3 points; it's a statement about Barcelona's European pedigree. They had the lead, they had the momentum, and they threw it away. The final score hides the tactical shift that killed the game. The first 35 minutes were pure Barcelona. They came out with high intensity, especially down the wings. The opening goal from Ferran Torres was just brilliant. It started with Lamine Yamal's energy and a razor-sharp first-time pass from Marcus Rashford, the English loan signing continuing his excellent form. Barcelona were leveraging their fullbacks, uh, Gerard Martin and Eric Garcia. They were overlapping and constantly inverting to overload the half spaces. The game was defined by one personal war. 18 years old, Lamine Yamal versus the world-class Nuno Mendes at left back. Yamal started on fire, skipping past Mendes with brilliant run in the fine first minute, signaling intent. But Mendes is a champion for a reason. After that early scare, Mendes was phenomenal. He didn't just contain Yamal, he used the winger's aggressive starting position against Barcelona. PSG's equalizer came from Mendes. Explosive run down the left flank. He drove through the midfield, committed the defense, and provided cutback for teenager Sani Mayulo's goal. This was a direct tactical hit, PSG targeting the space Yamal left behind, and Kubarsi's moment of misjudgment. So then the midfield battle was a chess match between the two teams' conductors, Pedri and Vitinha. Pedri for Barcelona and Vitinha for PSG. In the first half, when Barca were dominant, Pedri was dictating the tempo, keeping the ball safe and drawing fouls. But as the game wore on, PSG's higher energy midfield, led by Vitinha, started to win the 50-50s. Luis Enrique's team slowly choked the life out of Barcelona's possession in the second half. Their press became more coordinated, targeting Frankie de Jong and the space around the pivot. By the 70th minute, Barcelona looked physically exhausted and their passing accuracy plummeted. The game swung from a tactical battle of possession to a raw test of endurance, and PSG had more in the tank, as you know. Before the winner, the game was open. PSG hit the woodwork through substitute Kang and Lee, a brilliant curling effort that should have gone in. This was the moment Barcelona were given a lifeline, but they failed to heed the warning. The chance was created through a direct vertical pass that sliced through the now stretched Barcelona midfield. Barcelona's final desperate phase lacked quality. They created chances, notably from Dani Olmo, but the finishing was poor and the final pass was rushed. The lack of a true wide threat on the right after Lamine Yamal faded meant the attack became too predictable and central, allowing PSG's centre backs to mop up. The winning goal in the 90th minute was a beautiful portrait of a tired team being punished by a clinical one. Achraf Hakimi received the ball wide right with absolute no pressure from the Barcelona fullbacks. He had time to pick his head up and deliver a perfect low-driven cross. Substitute Gonçalo Ramos stayed onside, running between the two centre-backs who were too far apart and lacked communication. It was a simple, clean finish. This goal wasn't a lucky deflection, it was a consequence of Barcelona's systematic fatigue. A high line that didn't drop fast enough, a full-back out of position, and a centre-back partnership lacking cohesion. So, in the end, Barcelona started brilliantly but faded badly, losing the physical battle against a high-energy PSG side that managed the game perfectly after the first goal. Luis Enrique, returning to face his former club, proved that great tactics and superior conditions can overcome missing superstars. For Barcelona, the questions return. Why did the energy drop so dramatically, and why do they continue to concede decisive goals so late in European games? So PSG wins a gritty, deserved 2-1 away victory for Barcelona. This is a painful, familiar lesson that their Champions League project still has a long way to go.